So really it becomes about good ideas. Who's got good ideas? How do you develop
Yeah,
and formulate and articulate good ideas? It's becoming more important. But is there a particular area of interest for you? Is there a technical area of interest? Like, where do you
yeah,
like, what, when you wake up, you're like, I'm pumped to learn about this. I'm jacked on this.
yeah. I think like the area that I'm really interested in is like how do we get like prototypes and things into state that's ready for production? Like so often like when you vibe code, you can build something that looks amazing, does what it needs to do. It's fantastic. But when you start to look under the covers at like how do I maintain this long term? How do I operate it? Do I have metrics and monitoring, alarming, security, those sorts of things? That's where these kind of things can fall flat, and you need a lot of work and a lot of iteration to get there. So like, and particularly in the prototyping organization, like we're building things fast. We need to build the exciting demoable piece. But at the same time, these are things that we want in production. So
Right.
a lot of the work that I've been doing and the thing that kind of keeps me up at night is like how do we accelerate kind of building those production foundations into the prototypes that we build to just reduce that path to production, get things kind of ready and not
Yeah.
have to do that unwinding of the spaghetti code that you sometimes have to do with
Yeah, I love
AI.
it. So we have prototypes that start at the very beginning, but then we have production. There's a gap between those two things. What is the gap? How do we shrink it?
Yeah. So I think things like observability,
Mhm.
like do we have metrics monitoring, alarming? That's a huge one. Resilience and scalability is massive. Security, like making sure that things are secure. Do they have authentication,
You just described the
authorization?
well-architected
Like
framework.
100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's exactly.
People like to think that because of this technological shift that there's like somehow a shift in the things that make it good. And like, no, guys, we're still talking about well-architected here, operationally efficient, secure. Is it performant? Like all of those things still
Yeah,
apply.
100%.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so the thing that we've been looking at a lot in Pace is like we've got an open source framework called the NX plugin for AWS,
Okay.
which is something that we're using a lot for building for customers. And the general idea is it's a scaffolding tool where
Yeah.
you can vend like production grade components just at like the click of a button or a
Yeah.
CLI command, or your AI agent can use it.